Everything good? Okay, we welcome. We're opening up this Lionsgate portal for to share with everybody today. It's an exciting and wonderful portal. This Lionsgate portal. I have shared meditations during this portal for more than almost about 40 years since I had my heart center in Dallas, Texas. We used to do Lionsgate portal activations at that 40 years ago. So this is a long history, and I'm happy to share with you. It should be a wonderful thing. We're going to have Dr. Dream on sharing as well, and I'm not sure where he is, but we're going to have George Lewis, an astrologer who I love, who's wonderful, be sharing some information as well. But I thought I'd open it as a kahuna. Everybody take a real deep breath, breathing all the power, all the light, all the love right into your heart, and relaxing into a new place of peace and power and alignment. Aloha. Let's do that again. Breathing even deeper, breathing more light, more love. Breathing that light and that love through every cell, every part of yourselves, breathing all God's love. And letting go. The deeper you breathe, the more you can let go. Breathing light, breathing love, letting go of everything in the way of our greatest life and greatest love. Aloha, and that oneness with the breath and the perfection of the love of all life. And I thought I'd share an activational chant that means for going into the light that is behind all light by means of that sacred breath of life. And so just breathing deeply and fully to allow yourself your fullest and highest experiences of being here now, knowing all the reasons why we're here now, because we're here in this moment at this divine timing on purpose, just so we can fulfill all of our highest purposes in ever showing up here on this planet in the first place. And this is an incredible gateway, powerful gateway that we're entering through as we're leaving behind us and saying aloha to the age of chaos and the Kali Yuga, and we're entering into the golden age in this time of a very, very deep shift on the planet. So anyway, breathing deeply and fully to allow yourselves your own fullest and highest experiences, using all the energy. I'm coming from our studio setup here in Las Vegas, and we're sharing infinite waves of love around the world. I know we have people joining us from Greece and from all over. So really breathing those infinite waves of love to touch the hearts of all beings to feel more love around the globe right now. Okay. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. And just keep breathing while I share the chant, and let yourself use the chant to carry you into its origins within you, because it is about that activation of the light within the very core of your DNA and the activation of the remembrance of who we are, all that we are, and all that we are here for now. We've waited a long time for this divine time on this planet. We're excited to be here. And let's do this chant for entering into this, means let's go into light that's behind all light, going into this portal. It means make a hole, pierce the sun, to go through the sun into the solar initiations of our sonship, our Christed beingness. So maybe close your eyes, let yourself feel it, allow the chant to take you deep within the very cellular knowing, to go deeper into that knowing perhaps than you've ever gone before, all the way into the power and the presence and the perfection of the love that's really behind it all. Ho'upuka e kalama kahikina ye, kahua kahiheli no tumtahi, ha'amaina e va mehiaka, Tapolaka ika uluvehi vehi, nehi mai nai vamaku alo, halina oete tapu me na li. Eola maku amalo helai. Eala, eala, ea. Ay, yay, 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 yay. Hey, no, Makakina. That's a chant in honoring of the dawning of the means of enlightenment as we're entering into more and more of this golden age, the golden age of enlightenment here on earth, as that great awakening will not be stopped, and we're ready. So is George here? I don't see him. Okay. Okay. I met George
Hello,
sometime.
Dr. Sandra.
There,
Hi.
there you are. Okay. We met in Atlanta with Daniel Brinkley at an event, a media event. And I love your work. You've been on with our dear friend, Scott McKay, and of course with Laura Eisenhower. And yeah, so thanks
No.
for coming on with us all the way from London just to share your knowledge and wisdom as a brilliant Christed astrologer. Let's call you that.
Well, thank you. It's so kind of you to have me on and your daughter for facilitating it. I mean, it's lovely to be part of your community today. And I loved that chant. It was so beautiful because in a way it was tapping into the frequency. I could feel the light frequency, that Leo frequency, which, the Lionsgate is the conjunction of our great star Sirius, Sirius A. It's part of our binary system. And so that's what makes the Lionsgate so potent on 8th of the 8th, because it's not just our sun, which loves to be in Leo. It's also, it's Sirius and the conjunction. And what
Yeah.
makes this particular year even more special is we have a conjunction of the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, in Cancer right over the birth chart of the United States. So it's a potent time for us all. And of course, the dastardly media, the Saturnian matrix, as our friend Laura Eisenhower speaks so eloquently about, and David Icke, is trying its damnedest to put, a stop to this awakening, to this ascensional path. And it can't work. And I'll tell you why astrology is actually very simple. Is Saturn, the lord of control, the lord of black magic, is in his weakest position for 12,000 years. And let me explain why. Because Saturn is making an exact conjunction, and it will play out because of the retrograde cycle for another 6 months. The exact conjunction will actually be in February, March next year with Neptune, but it's still a degree apart from each other. So it's a very powerful conjunction. When you have Saturn in Aries, in its fall, in its detriment in Aries at the 0 point, world axis with Neptune, we are seeing the total takedown of the Saturnian system, the Babylonian system. It's very exciting. So that's where I want to share that with you today is here we are with the Lionsgate. And of course, some detractors mentioned to me today, well, George, why are you tapping into the black magic of the Lionsgate? And I say, well, listen, it's like the knife. We can cut the bread to feed the family, to be in joy of the bountifulness of abundance on our planet, or I can use the knife committing some satanic ritual and cutting up children. You see, that's the choice, you see. And so for me, it's the absolute journey between the two where we have the choice, you see. And I'm very, very excited by that. Is here we are, we're stepping into that power, that Leo power right now of being able to find our creativity. And so what I wanted to share today is let that fire inspire your authenticity, inspire your creativity, inspire you to love. Because when we're authentic, which is the real puer eternus, the eternal child of the Leo, that's why it's connected to the Christed archetype. And if we've got time, I could share with you, you see that, of course, with the famous Da Vinci painting of the Last Supper. Christ is Leo and Mary Magdalene is Virgo, and then we have the 12 zodiac signs either side representing the 12 disciples. And here we are, we're stepping into the actual ability to embody the Christ. Not, we're not. It's not about it's not about the doctrine here. Christ is about the inner standing of the true message. It's the pathway through the Lionsgate opening up to free the spirit from control of man-made religion, from dogma. Christ was never about recruiting followers. He was actually about showing us a better way, a path towards love, Venus, specifically when we're authentic, without the fear, Saturn. So, this is the exciting time, is to pull in that energy right now. And then we can move out of that, twisted black magician's Saturnian overlord way, where they control us into a box, into a cube, if you like, the control system. And instead, we step into our literally embodied light body. And that's the chanting that you gave us. That gave us permission to set the frequency, because the body can only hold one frequency at a time. And that type of chanting allows the body to elevate itself into that beautiful state, to have the grace, to have the light codes come in.
Yeah. It really was about pierce a hole, piercing, a hole through the sun, through the grand central sun, to allow that flood of light, so that we're aligned by the light, with the light, as the light, activating the light at the core of our being. But it's that to remember, it's this ceremonies belonging to the sons and daughters of God. And it's time to accept that sonship, that radiant sonship, and that with the glorious lion hearts, and step forward with our courage now, and that golden light of illumination. And I'd like to talk a little bit more of the astrology, because that Saturn Neptune conjunction is in exact opposition to Mars. Well, you could see that as a time of the rumors of wars and all that, but it's also using the energy for that alignment for the fall of the cabal and the manifestation of our, that our hopes, dreams, our highest spiritual visions, our highest mission, our highest purpose, and that manifestation of a new heaven, new earth through us, with that beautiful conjunction of the benefics. So thank you for sharing some of the astrology, but it's using the energy for that alignment of manifestation of our true heart's desires.
Hello. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Oops, are you back? Oh, what happened? I think you froze up there, George. Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I got cut off. Can you?
You're back.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. I'm in a very wild part of Cornwall, England, where the Wi-Fi is not very good. I'm so sorry. Can I share one thing on the benefics? It's so interesting because, yes, we have Saturn and Mars, the old control structure, as you say, fighting it out. But Saturn, as I said, is in his weakest spot in the zodiac. And by contrast, we have Jupiter in his exaltation in Cancer, conjoined with the other great benefic Venus. So you can tell already who's going to win, just in the stars, just in the chart.
Yeah, the Great Awakening will not be stopped. And Jupiter is considered the guru, the great, the planet that represents enlightenment, really, in that expansion. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's a beautiful time, the expansion of the love. Jupiter conjunct Venus. So it's the expansion of that love. Like I said, that love that can radiate us. We're so filled with God's light and love as that downpour. It's that love that flows out infinitely to touch the hearts of all beings to feel more love.
And if I could also share, because I love medical astrology, Cancer, Leo's the heart, we're in Leo season, so the heart's very activated, but with the benefics in Cancer, it's the pericardium. So it's that lovely crab-shaped protection around the heart. And of course, the United States is a Cancer-ruled country. And the country where I was born is a Saturn-ruled country, Capricorn. It tells you it all. And, the rejection of the old Saturn. And of course, the United States has had a bumpy journey because of the introduction of the Federal Reserve and the satanic magic for the last 100+ years. And that actually goes back to 1871 after the Civil War, when both sides were broken in the Civil War, so they had to turn to the Rothschild Bank. We won't get into that now, but the point is, it's all coming up to be, this is the plutonic, the depth psyche is coming up and it's being revealed, and every single one of you is playing a very unique part in our great awakening. This is a people's revolution. It's why I don't get put off by my accent. I'm very American, because it's we the people. It's about us stepping into that Arthurian round table. No more queen with handbag on top of pyramid. No, 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 no. This is America fighting for the radical Aquarian age. It's that zigzag you see with Aquarius, which is we're all interreacting. The individual is sovereign within the collective identity. So I'm going to love you and leave you now with that. Sandra, I adore you. Loved meeting your daughter with Scott McKay and the team. And
I met at the symposium with Sasha
yeah,
Stone, and all the greats were there. I got stuck in Philadelphia and couldn't
yeah,
make
poor
it.
you. I know, I know. Anyway, lots of love to you, and God bless to you all. What a lovely crowd, and I look forward to meeting you all again.
Yes, mahalo. Thank you so much. Love and blessings.
Love and blessings. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So, anyway, we have Dr. Dream here also. I'm so glad you're here. Mark Peebler, Dr. Dream, he's going to be sharing some of the soundings. I also do want to share and teach and share a chant of activation that you can use on your own. Dr. Dr. Dream, do you want to say some words to people now?
Sure, that would be perfect. I am thrilled to be here. Thank you, Dr. Sandra and Mela, Michael, and the whole EE system team. I have to say that as I'm looking at all of these screens and I see the EE system in the background, and I know many centers have set this up for their members. It's very exciting, as that's a beautiful anchoring of the energies. I have been more focused on the Lionsgate portal this year than in years past. And I've found that my own energy and energetic body has been preparing or like yearning for this. And how exciting that we're here and present in this now and embracing the alignment of the Lionsgate portal. And certainly this is a sacred celestial event, as George Lewis spoke of, and you've spoken of, Dr. Sandra. The sun in Leo aligns with the star Sirius. But it's that feeling that it's an invitation, a portal in the cosmos and within our own consciousness, and how exciting that is, the Lionsgate as a powerful vortex, and as has been mentioned, a time of awakening and realignment and remembrance. And as always, we are nowhere by accident. We're not here right now by accident. And I ask that we just take a moment to consider the following questions. What is the season of your life asking of you right now? What are you being invited to shed, and then to embody and to create? So we're really here to remember who we are. And the Sirius is the spiritual sun and is offering up golden codes for us, a metaphor for sure, but more than that, these are energetic transmissions that our bodies, our fields, and our hearts know how to interpret. Important to remember, we don't need to do anything. We're being asked to be open and to be aware. This is about activating dormant parts of our divine potential, And it's about remembering and reconnecting with our truest mission here in this earth, in this reality, and for humanity. And we're all aware that when we feel overwhelmed or disconnected, it's often because we're out of alignment with our mission. And the Lionsgate offers a return, a recalibration of sorts. So let's reflect. What are we building? What are we broadcasting, each of us individually with our energies and then as the collective? And what are we committed to anchoring and bringing forth on this planet? This is where our greatest power lies, not in manifesting more things, but in manifesting more truth. And I invite us into feeling the light unfolding and expanding in our own life experience. What is Spirit showing us? What is our next expression? What is our next expansion? And we don't need to decode it. We don't need to make it more difficult. All we need to do is receive it. Clarity, creativity, cosmic courage. And let that guide us. We're not here to play small. None of us are here to play small. We're the bridge between the etheric and the physical. And we're here to usher in the age of light, the golden age. This is an opportunity to recalibrate our entire frequency. And so it is. Welcome to the next up level. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's that taking the energy and reorganization to higher and higher levels of function and awareness and reality to create the new heaven, the new earth through us, through us now. So and it's about that alignment, that total remembrance, being aligned by the light, with the light, and as the light and highest powers of love here on earth as it is in heaven through us now. I want to thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for showing up with your beautiful light, because as we radiate light, nothing that is not of that light can affect us, really. So we just want to stay in that point. And a lot of you know, this is about remembrance of who we are and that alignment and that activation of deeper and greater parts of our own being to shine forth, with the courage of the lion, and let's get serious here on this planet, and which is in alignment with the Great Pyramid and stuff too. It aligns to the star Sirius, but we are star beings, and the core of our DNA is literally that light from the stars, and so it's about activating that light within us and then shining forth in our radiance as we create, the new heaven, the new earth here. The new earth now. Or even he talked about how this particular aspect is also over, like the Americas, because it's the fulfillment of the prophecies. We're here in the time of the fulfillment of the prophecies. And you hear him talking about the the golden age of America, because it's from here also that the prophecies are fulfilled. So we want to call forth all the wisdom, all the light, all the love from all that's gone before us to be fully present. I'll be sharing a little bit of the Ho'oponopono in the meditation as well. So the Ho'oponopono, it's also very, very powerful for that release of the old. We want to let go. The past is past. Let's keep all the light, all the love, all the wisdom of all the past, to be fully present in the omnipresence of our being. The more present that we are here, the more we're in omnipresence. Omnipresence is within us. And it's about using this time to go deeper into your own inner knowing than you've ever gone before, to know anything and everything God wants you to know. As always, using the energy of the EE system, the technology, to turn up the volume on your own inner knowing, to let yourselves just know all that there is for you to know here now. And I'm going to share that chant at the end, so you can take that with you and continue using it as it's a chant of alignment and a chant of activation to activate your own sacred portals on an ongoing your own sacred portals within and without, as within, so without, and to share that with others. So it's a chant that I've shared for ceremonies all over the world. So maybe you want to just take a real deep breath. Since it's 888, it was suggested that we do some breathing into the count of 8, where you're breathing all God's light, all God's love, and then holding to the count of 8, and then exhaling to the count of 8. And just remember that the deeper you breathe, the more you can let go. And the more you let go, the more all the power and the light and the love can flow. So breathing deeply, there's always room for more love somewhere. So breathe it in, maybe close your eyes and use this moment to take long, deep breaths. Breathing in all the light, breathing into the count of 8. Holding to the count of 8. And exhaling fully to the count of 8. This is just a divine opportunity to let go of anything and everything that no longer serves our highest purposes in being here now. Breathing light, breathing love, more light, more love through every cell and every part of your cells, through all parts of the universe within you now. Letting yourself be with the breath and at oneness with that breath, and filled with that breath of life, God's breath. It's God's breath. Let it in, let it in. And let yourself have it all. You can't share something you haven't let yourself have. So let yourself have all of God's love. What if you could love yourself as much as God loves you? And it feels so good to just let go and trust and be fully supported in love, with love, and as love for all of our being here now. Breathing light. With that thought, I love all that I am, for I am all love. Love is all I am. God is love as I am. Relaxing into that new place of peace, letting go of anything and everything that's ever dimmed up or jammed up that flow of power and light and love and the infinite beingness to you, through you, or as you, knowing how it would be if you could just really let it all go and let it all clear now. I might share a chant here too. That's a chant for instantaneous release. So just breathing deeply and fully, letting yourself use the chant to carry you into its origins within you, to let yourself know all the reasons why you are here on this beautiful planet at this time, this exciting time, in this time of deep shift that we've waited so long for. But that time where, the secret codes of instant healing are, as soon as we're present with anything and everything with love, it all heals, it all clears. And as soon as we get the messages from higher self, from God, what anything's about, no more need for the symptoms. So let yourself receive the messages and breathe the light to know all that these things might mean for you, and knowing it to the very core of your being, letting every cell, using everything to let every cell know and remember the power of the truth of the love of our being here now. And so this chant it's an activational chant, and this is a time of activation of your greatest light, your greatest life, letting go of every excuse you've ever had for not loving yourself and everybody else, and being in greater light and love always. Ai no na ke aku ai kina helele ila e te ki o koko e nam likalani malu e ho e ho luna o ka wawa noa waihike. Oh, Lord God, Goddess, fill us so fully. We are willing to be filled so fully with your light and your love that we're allowing you to fill us so fully that you are truly indeed being in love with us, through us, and as us. And all limitations can be released now through the power of that union, that divine union of your love within us, as we're being aligned by that light, with that light, as that light, and highest powers of love, as we're breathing all God's love from the heart of the Creator into the top of the head, down the spine, the spinal column becoming more and more that brilliant column of light, with the waves of the love from the heart of the Creator flowing through you to the heart of creation as a gift. And realizing as you allow this, you are the gift, the sacred gift, the Ho'okupa. And so then breathing all God's light and love from the heart of creation, from the Divine Mother, all the goddess energies, the Kundalini energies rising up from the heart of the earth, the Aina, the Mother Earth that loves us so much and shares so much love with us, to meet the Creator within you and opening up to all the love of Father, Mother, God, Goddess within you, opening up your heart to expand all capacities for love. As you're breathing that light and breathing that love through every cell, every particle, every tissue, every organ of your being, to feel more light, more love, ever expanding to us and through us, to bless us and all mankind. Relaxing into new places of peace, going deeper with every breath, breathing fully. Yes, I remember who I am, and I love all that I am, and I desire to be all that I am, for I am all love. Love is all I am, and I am all love. So keeping the love and letting go of everything else and going all the way in with that breath of life, to go all the way into the power and the presence, the perfection of that love that's really behind it all. For you know how great that love is. Remembering all the reasons why you're here to feel everything fully and feel the fullness of God's love. The more you feel, the more there is to feel. And the more you allow yourself to feel the fullness of the love, you get to feel the fullness of the ecstasies of the love that is the real truth of our being. And so if it doesn't feel like the ecstasies of God's love, of God and God's being in love with you, through you, and as you, just breathe and let it go. And then breathe deeper. If it does feel like ecstasy and love, then breathe and feel more, because there's never too much. You can never have too much light. You never have too much love. Never have too much of God's blessings. And the more you let yourself have, the more there is to share. And the more that you share, the more you receive. And the more you receive, the more you can share. And that joy is in that flow of giving and receiving, from your heart with love. And the deeper you breathe, the more you let go. And love is letting go and letting God. And God, God us all that is. Let us be an instrument of thy peace, of thy power, of thy wisdom, of thy truth, of thy light. Let us be fine-tuned as those instruments of divine plan and purpose, that we might function effectively, efficiently, gloriously, ecstatically, here on earth, as it is in heaven, through us now. Our greatness is in the allowance of that unlimited power and light and love to flow through us freely and fully, more and more, all the time now, as it's all only a breath away ever. So breathing to be aligned and realigned perpetually by that light, with that light, and as that light. And as soon as you'd even begin to feel, as you know how it feels to be in alignment, you know how it feels to be connected and reconnected with the light and the love. As soon as you begin to feel anything other than the power and the presence of that love, you'll just be continually taking long, deep breaths to let yourself be perpetually, continually, constantly aligned and realigned by the light, with the light, as the light, highest powers of love here on earth, as it is in heaven, through us all now. And it feels so good, letting yourself in truth know the highest thoughts, whatever there is to know, knowing anything and everything there is for you to know, the knowing of which that can allow all things to totally heal and clear as issues in your body, your life, your relationships, for our whole world now. And feeling, willing to feel so much love right now, just willing to feel, using the sounds, using everything to carry you deeper and deeper into your own inner journey, into your own inner knowing, into yourself, into your cells, into your source, into your soul, going all the way in with the breath, going all the way into all of the higher powers that are really behind it all, to know the truth of your being here now. Remembering how highly you're connected and all that we have access to. And it feels so good to just let go and trust, thanking your body for letting go so quickly, so easily, so deeply, and so completely. And knowing how the deeper you breathe, the more and more quickly and fully all things can continue releasing always, as we're releasing into the fullness, the greatness, the sweetness, the joys, the happiness of the life and the love and the abundance and the sharing that we've always wanted here on earth now. Let's focus on that new creation, new heaven, new earth. Breathing deeply, breathing the light, breathing the love all the way through. Opening up the neurologies of your limitlessness. Breathing deeply to invoke the very wisdom from the core of your being as we're connected, the infinite innate intelligence, and knowing the innate intelligence of your body and your being. And I'm going to take you through some forgiveness affirmations from this point of all love and all light within you. And as we affirm forgiveness, the people who can benefit most all around the world may appear before you in your consciousness in one manner or another. And, just as you become aware, just sharing the only thing you ever want to share with anybody, and that's your light, your love, your pleasure, your wisdom, your joy. And that transmutation of energy into the highest expressions, from the dark to light, that transmutation to the golden light of illumination, raising them up in those levels of divine love and acceptance. If you feel more love for anybody, if anybody needs more love or more forgiveness anywhere, just as we affirm, all that has offended me, all that has offended us, I forgive. We forgive. Within and without, we forgive. All things of the past, all things of the present, and all things of the future, we forgive. We forgive everyone and everything who could possibly need forgiveness, past, present, and future. I positively affirm forgiveness and unconditional love to every being and entity on this beautiful planet. I am free. I am free. It's the truth that sets us free. And they can all be free also. All things can be and are being healed and cleared and resolved between us now and forever. As that light radiating out to touch the hearts of all beings to feel more love. The more light and love you allow yourself to feel, the more it allows the whole multiverse to feel the presence of your being of love right now. And most of all, I forgive and love myself and everybody else totally, completely, unconditionally, now and forevermore. And I even forgive myself and everybody for ever believing that we've ever done anything for which we need to forgive ourselves or anybody. And that's your ultimate forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and everybody for ever believing we've ever done anything for which we need to forgive ourselves or anybody. And allow that light to just radiate out, experiencing that light vibrating, radiating through you. Every cell, a celebration of light and love. And the more you allow yourself to experience and feel God's love, and that oneness with the breath of his love, of our love, and the perfection of that divine union of God's love within us, more it allows everybody to experience and feel and appreciate the perfection of that love. And wrap the Mother Earth in that divine light and love. See everyone, including yourself, joyful, contented, happy. The happiness we've always wanted here on earth. See the light and joy radiating out. Feel and experience the flow of the abundance. Because the more we allow that flow of the abundance to us and through us, and the more we appreciate the gifts, the miracles, the more gratitude we have for all the gifts, all the miracles, all the abundance, the more of the abundance, the miracles, and the gifts, and all the divine presence that we get to receive. And the more we receive, the more we share. And the more we share, the more we get to receive. And the joy is in that flow of giving and receiving from the heart with love. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, for the abundance and the love flowing so freely to us and through us to bless us and all mankind. Knowing all that these things might mean for you through all of creation, and oneness with the heart and the love, knowing all the beings that share their light and their love, the heart of the lion with us now. Thank you all for being with us, sharing with us, maybe perhaps coming into greater and greater awareness of who you are, what you're here for, all that you have access to. As we have access to unlimited power, infinite intelligence, and unconditional love, what's the problem? It can all be easy now on this planet. The greatness is in the allowance of that unlimited power and love and light to just flow through us freely and let that work. It knows what to do. We are human beings. Let's be our light, share that light, and allow God's love to work through us and work the miracles. Grateful for all of them, grateful for each and every one of you, and feeling that heart of the lion-hearted joy, Lionsgate. Blessings, especially to all our Leos and those of you that appreciate that lioness energy. The Lion of Judah, especially, as we accept our Christed beingness, that we are the true sons and daughters of God. And I thought I'd share that chant of alignment. Thank you, Dr. Dream. Simple chant of alignment that you can take home with you and use. You can write this down, you can share it. This is being recorded, so you can share it later as the Lionsgate actually continues. I believe it continues on. We've got a beautiful full moon tomorrow, full moon in Aquarius, which is the dawning of that age of Aquarius. I think we've been singing about that and waiting for it forever, but this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the golden age of enlightenment, healing for humanity. Thank you for sharing all your gifts and sharing the miracles and sharing the love more and more all the time now. And so this little chant that you can keep sharing with others is, I'll repeat it. It's Om as in Om, but it's AUM, and it's honoring the Trinity, the three selves, God, Goddess, and the sons of God. Om Akua. Akua is another name for God, but it's your light force, your life force, God force and energy. Om Akua. Om Akua also refers to your highest guidance. Your guardian spirits are the angels, the archangels. Your Om Akua, your highest guidance, your highest guardians. And Ki, Om Akua, Ki, that's your chi. It's your ki. Again, it's energy, and it takes breath for energy to flow. So it also means breath. And it's ki also means it's about aligning with your greatest light force, God force energy. Opening up the keys. I mean, this is a key for opening up. I've used this in Egypt, and I've opened up portals, and things were discovered that had never been discovered. So use these keys to open up different dimensional gateways and doorways. We're using it with this Lionsgate. Key, opening the keys to yourself, the keys to your heart, sacred sites, and the source. Okay, Om Akua Ki Ah. Ah is that flow, connecting within towards alignment. Ah, mana. That's your spiritual powers, all of your spiritual gifts. Mana, that's that spiritual energy, potency of your powerful God-given rights and gifts, your highest powers being activated. Mana. And then Va. That's your waters of life, the emotions, the flow, that flow of of course, we're mostly water. breath, and aloha. Hawaii means that space where the ha and the va, the waters of life and the breath of life, come together within you. So that's your sacred site, Hawaii, within you. And so this is a chant, and always sharing. This is one way to share it. You may come up with your own. But if everybody wants to chant with me, anytime anybody is sharing the chant Om, this is another way to take it to another level. So, Om Akua Ki Amanava. Om Akua Ki Amana Va. Okay. Om Akua Ki Amanava. Om Akua Ki Amanava. Can we unmute everybody? This will be fun. Perhaps unmute everybody. They'll see if they can handle this. Are you unmuted?